Hey guys, welcome to another English comment. Sorry, distracted the little boy of that giant crystal face flying at me. It's the crystal screen! Inside joke between Cloudzer and Moltrap and I. Never mind. Anyway, this is going to be the MSL's Season 4 Round of 16 match between Hwasin and Flash. Hwasin starting the bottom left-hand corner, yellow, Flash starting the upper right-hand corner in red. And, yeah, should be. I'm really excited about this matchup. Hwasin, God of Fire. He also, aka Red Sniper. He hasn't been playing fantastically lately, but I think at his top levels he just plays really, really well, and I hope that this will see some epic matches here. But overall, I expect Flash to take it. I think Flash is most well known for cheesing Bisu. I think Bisu was the favorite to win the OSL, what was it, 2 or 3 seasons ago? 3 seasons ago, I think. And ended up, no, actually 2 seasons ago. It was whichever OSL, it was the OSL that GG Play ended up winning, beating Iris in the final. Everyone was kind of expecting Bisu to take it, I believe, but Flash knocked him out early, just threw some cheese, and everybody was pissed at Flash, and so everyone, I think that's kind of what he's most well known for, is cheesing Bisu, and I don't think that's fair. He's a really good player, and he's solid across the board, and really he's impressed me with this play. It's been creative and innovative and flexible and just solid across the board, so I'm not going to say that, hey, Flash is my favorite Terran player, but I definitely like his playstyle. I definitely think he is a contender. He's a contender. And Scout going down from Flash now. Looks like Hwasin is not sending out a Scout. As you can tell by that mini-map right there, you can see some map being revealed here where it's not in the meantime for Hwasin. Anyway, it looks like Hwasin has not put down that barracks yet. My guess is he's gonna... Actually, my timing might be a little off, but no, it doesn't look like he's putting down that barracks, so I think he's going to go for a fast expand. We'll see if Flash decides to do the same. We're not going to get a look at his base. That'll be, of course, 50... well, not even 50, 20 minerals faster, which will really be negligible for Flash. So Flash will get the scouting information, knowing that, and know that Hwasin, as soon as he sees that there's no barracks in here, and here, there goes the SCV to build the second, that command center. As soon as he sees, first of all, that SCV going out, and second of all, sees that there's no barracks around, yeah, knowing that fast expand is going up. So he's going to go up and harass this SCV, second SCV being pulled off the line, which will essentially equalize this. So Flash getting information plus gonna get an opportunity to go harass Hwasin in the meantime, as you can see, just running around trying to do what damage he can. And unfortunately, look, doing some excellent micro here on both fronts. Looks like he's bringing out an SCV as well on the minimap. Has already started up his secondary as well, getting his barracks down simultaneously at that choke. Looks like he, that's interesting placement for it. Maybe he'll just straight lift it off and go factory build. Looks like he also might be thinking about sealing his front door in. I'd be surprised if he did that. At SCV pulling back for Hwasin. Anyway, Flash, though, great player, and really, I think he deserves some credit here, guys. Give him some credit. Give him his props. I would not be surprised to see him take this over Hwasin, though. I think I put Hwasin above it. As far as the Team Liquid semi-old guy take a guess thread, I put Hwasin in just because I was like, I just threw out as much crazy crap as possible, because whenever you think you predicted correctly in the MSL, you never did. An SCV battle happening at the choke there, not a lot of health left, and it looks like if they were just to straight engage, that Hwasin would end up winning. Gonna have to babysit a little bit. Marine being produced in the meantime. Gas not down for Hwasin. Gas is down for Flash. So Flash getting that little bit extra gas, so we will be able to upgrade a little bit more. Hwasin bringing that second SCV in, and that's a great picture. That looks like it's, yeah, Sniper. Coincidentally, it turns out the Firebat Hero, pretty nice guy in person. Who knew? And maybe he's listening to this. Who knows? Scary. If he's listening, stop with the ceremonies. Although recently I did see him shake an opponent's hand, and I was like, hey, he's changing his ways. And actually, no, it looks like a gas is down for Hwasin. I just saw it off screen or mistook whichever base we were looking at. So getting his factory up. So I'm going to say that both players in dead heat, and of course, as in often Terran versus Terran matchups, it's going to come down to some micro. Looks like there's a second Marine, 2 Marines out for Flash. Flash wanting to deny the Scout. He's getting 2 factories down in his base. We'll see if Hwasin decides to do a little bit of a variant and goes starport build. I'm going to assume not, though. He's lifted off that barrack. Looks like he's going to produce a single vulture before he pushes out from there. And it looks like he is getting a starport in the background. My question is he going to go for a 4 vulture kind of backside drop, or what from there? The machine shop's going down for Flash, so Flash going to go for more siege tanks. He's starting to float up. Single vulture plus 4 Marines being produced, blocking off that Scout. So Flash knows that, first of all, that he's going to be at least a few seconds ahead as far as any sort of siege tech goes, although if he were to push down at that point, it really wouldn't make a big difference in his head. Third factory going down for Flash, so Flash is just going to do a straight mech push here on Hwasin, and if Hwasin decides to go raids at this point, he could be in a lot of trouble. He's just not going to be able to have enough forces to kind of fight this back, and it looks like he is in fact going Wraith. And this could be really hard for him, because he's basically, against these three factories, he's going to have that single Wraith trying to fight back a bunch of vultures, a bunch of vultures and some tanks. Looks like, actually, fortunately for him, fortunately for him, Flash looks like he's upgrading some vulture tech right there. Not putting down a second factory, sorry, second machine shop. Actually, I take that back. He's probably upgrading siege, and because what we've seen Flash's behavior in the past is he'll get outside that corner, outside the secondary, siege out there, and then just shell, and then maybe he'll upgrade mines past that and just kind of hold that corner. And if that is siege tech, I'm not sure that Hwasin's going to be able to do anything about it. I'm kind of suspecting that it might be something else, though, because as you can see all those vultures out in the field, that Wraith is now spotted out by Flash, so he knows that Hwasin has in fact gone Wraith tech. And my guess is he's probably just going to mostly ignore that Wraith and just continue pumping down units to the front. Fortunately for Hwasin, he has his front door mostly sealed, as you can see there, between the barracks and the supply depots. He has two tanks, a bunch of Marines in the background, so he's going to be able to defend his front. So this Wraith is essentially getting some free harassment here in the background, and just going to slow down that tech a little bit, attack those SCVs. Looks like he's already got one SCV down, two Marines coming in the background to just be a little bit frustrating there. I'm not sure if that was didn't get a good look to see whether that was the Academy or the Armory, but it looks like both are going up at once. In the meantime, Flash taking the opportunity, realizing that Hwasin's sealed in, he's going to go for the third expansion. It doesn't look like Hwasin, in the meantime, is going to dedicate any more raids, getting all three machine shops down, so he's just going to start pumping tanks into Hwasin, knowing that Hwasin, again, really can't produce a lot of anything to kind of deal with it. And Hwasin, in the meantime, trying to get that barracks down, those vultures pulling back a little bit. That's going to be really dangerous when they already have mines. I was about to say when they have mines, because yeah, planting mines basically sealing Hwasin in. Hwasin, yeah, starting to move that Marine forward and took out a lot of mines there. 5 mines with a single Marine, not bad, good trade. And as you can see, it looks like Hwasin Flash just trying to seal him in the meantime. Gonna wait for a bunch of siege tanks to push up and then basically contain him while he takes the map. Getting the Academy up, which is going to be alongside Comsat, so not worrying about raids. I think he realizes that Hwasin isn't building any more raids, because if he was, he would have seen them by now. Again, more Marines pushing up, trying to clear that minefield. Not being extremely successful. I don't think he realized exactly how many vultures were out there, otherwise I'm not sure he would have ventured out. Going to use a single tank and those other 2 tanks in the barracks to kind of spot. I'm not sure if he managed to get that other barracks down, because if he managed to get Flash's barracks down in the meantime, that'll slow him down a little bit. It's not going to slow him down too much, because he didn't put down that 4th factory, instead went for that expansion, ferrying some troops over. So now Flash taking the economic advantage. I think he's still at a production advantage. He still has, I'm not sure, I'm going to assume that Hwasin has more bases up, but you're going to see a lot of tanks here in a minute pouring out of Flash's base to kind of contend with this. That barracks is not in fact down. As you can see, 4 tanks pushing up for Flash, so Flash with that vulture group with those tanks is going to be able to stop this push from Hwasin. And and now expanding a 4th time, getting greedy here, and he needs to be a little careful doing that. He's basically assuming that he's going to be able to stop this attack with units he already has on the ground. Keep in mind that he doesn't really need even to spot with that single barrack. And Goliath produced losing a tank there and pushing another, and going to lose a 2nd tank actually as these vultures push up. So actually Flash doing pretty good defense, but he's essentially assuming that Hwasin is going to be very slow on his push, having produced that Wraith, being behind a couple factories, and I think he's safe in a dropship being produced. That might be the equalizer. If you can get 2 tanks or maybe 4 vultures in that backside and stop that economy, and basically spot everything out and just drop across the board, you know, that could even things up. But yeah, Flash getting extremely greedy here. I think we saw Dark Elf do this. I'm trying to remember against 2 in the Pro League match. I think it might have, against Anytime, against a Protoss player. And yeah, these mines, just as you can see, Flash just trying to delay 2 dropships full of units still in the meantime. A single turret, though, down in the meantime. I don't think that's going to be enough to stop. I think it's been comp-setted out, though. He saw it coming, and yeah, tanks just sitting there greeting, losing a single. So this not being very effective for Hwasin. Really, if this was going to be successful for him, he needed to catch Flash out in the field, basically no units to protect his base, and that is not in fact the case. Flash extremely prepared, so Flash starting to walk away with this game. First of all, he was already ahead in production, was already ahead in economy, and is just sealing that by the moment. Hwasin, in the meantime, looks like he's kind of moving out and thinking about sealing it. Wow, that's balls. Gonna take that 12 o'clock location. Wow, did not expect that. Going for the 12 o'clock, and I think he's just hoping that Flash does not scout that. Flash, in the meantime, getting 2 more factories down. So dropships, the only advantage that Hwasin really has at this moment, and it doesn't look like it's really going to be all that much, just because he just does not have enough units to kind of ferry around the map, defend his front, and really do all that much. And as you can see, turrets down everywhere for Flash. So Flash really playing this perfectly, in my opinion. And yeah, he's just creating a half map contain here. So in a minute, I wouldn't be surprised if he just starts plowing in with his superior. I mean, he's got 4 factories, 5 factories, probably 6 factories in just a second here. I'd like to get a look. He's already got his starport up. He's going to produce some dropships here in just a second. And as you can see, just flooding troops out and expanding another time at the 6 o'clock location. Wow. Teching up greedily, extremely greedily, and he's going to have a dropship in here in just